All right, guys, George GloveRelace. Going to try and do a quick video on different pockets. I think, as a parent, and of course I'm a grandparent now, but my goal of a glove is to last forever. I've only had two, one when I was a little kid, and I bought a second one in college, and I still use it to this day. It's like 35 plus years old. It's a Rawlings. It has the D ring, which I hate, and the finger hole with the lacing that I hate. Don't have an example, but I'll put a picture up. Just, again, I bought it. I'm left-handed, so I had to find a glove, and it was a great glove. It was broken. It was gorgeous. I still use it to this day, but it has features now I wish I would never have bought. A2002, yes, that's my glove. All right, this is the most common web, the iWeb. It's okay. The problem is the ball lands right here over and over and over if your kid plays a lot of ball. And eventually this will come, just gets loose and a big gap. And what happens is the hole will tear in here. It just begins to weaken. And some gloves different than others, but this one's probably not a great example because it's a pretty thick leather, but some aren't. They use the same web and they cheap out on this leather right here. And what happens is these holes break. To me, when you're looking for a nice kid's glove, you can go with the A2000, A2K. Seriously, it's impossible. You got to look at the web. This is a good single bar web. I like it. It just the height of the holes are away from where the ball lands, so it doesn't have anything to rip out. I prefer on this particular web the four hole at the bottom. It's like a nice thick piece of leather, and then it looks the same up here. I'll try and put an example up, but this is just a much better longevity web than this one. This is the most common. You'll find it everywhere. You'll double up the lace here, but whoopee, this tail takes the pounding of the ball right here. A little bit down here, but for the most part, the ball lands, if you're playing correctly, right in here. And this just takes a pounding. So you have the same theory here. The ball lands right in here if you're playing properly, but look how much higher the holes are. So really it's kind of hitting where there isn't much stress points. You have some down here. That's why I prefer the four hole down here. So here's a good example. They're both Wilsons. They're both A2Ks in a sense. A2K, A2000. It's kind of silly. But Wilsons has made a market of them and people love them. So really good glove. Another nice feature is the tan palm. I've always preached that. This is a good example of why. This is an older glove that didn't have it and they didn't take care of it. And you can see I put leather beneath here. So when this eventually rots away, you can see a little bit already has here. There's a nice piece of leather here. So the palm leather padding rather won't come popping through. And it actually continues all the way up into the glove. So if you have any ideas or any other suggestions for different webs that you guys like, or why I'm wrong on this, all I'm saying is what I see with years of play. If you want a glove that's going to last 3 or 4 years and you don't care, which a lot of people do, then you're fine with this. But if you have like 3 or 4 kids that are going to hand gloves down the way, you might want to look at something like this. So anyway, this is George GloveRelace. Let me know what you think.